Rolling on a Vespa, don't need no mansion to get romance. She's super fine, double wide, slow dancing. But every now and then when I get paid, I gotta spoil my baby with an upgrade. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake and some whipped cream on the top two. Two straws, one check, girl, I got you. Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. Squeaking in the truck bed all the way home. Some Alabama jammer, she my Dixieland delight. That's how we do. Fancy like my new clean blue jeans without the holes in them. Country kisses on my lips without the skull in them. Yeah, she probably gonna be keeping some Victoria's Secrets. Maybe a little Maybelline, but she don't need it. In the kitchen like radio slows down. Box wine, then her updo goes down. Hey, yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake and some whipped cream on the top two. Two straws, one check, girl, I got you. Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. Squeaking in the truck bed all the way home. Some Alabama jammer, she my Dixieland delight. That's how we do. Fancy like.
You can tell your old man you'll do some largemouth fish in another town. You just got too much on your plate to bait and cast a line. You can always put a rain check in his hand till you can't. You can keep putting off forever with that girl whose heart you hold, swearing that you'll last someday further down the road. You can always put a diamond on her hand till you can't. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back.
And that's time there for Kelly Sheehan and King George. We'll have a score come through there in just a moment. Move on down to number 2, El Parker riding Pink Pumpkin.
There's a box of greasy parts sitting in the trunk of that 65, still waiting on you and your granddad to bring it back to life. You can always get around to fixing up that.
If we can have Chantel McGrath make her way up towards the gate as well. You're after El Parker, Chantel McGrath. Numbers coming through now there for Kelly Sheehan and King George. A 65 for the Raining Pattern and a 69 for the Cowwork. So a 65 and a 69 there for Kelly Sheehan and King George. Side by a Mega Cat and a Scrum Low Elsie. Move on down to number 2 now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go with El Parker riding Pink Pumpkin. Side by the great Pink Panther out of Pepin Catalina.
Man, you never know. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can. Yeah, if you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. Chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can. Till you can. Yeah.
does it make you dance when you're drunk with your friends at a party? What's your favorite song? Does it make you smile? Do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me what are you dreaming? Everything I wanna know it all. I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. Do you miss the road that you grew up on? Did you get your middle name from your grandma? When you think about you forever now, do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me what are you dreaming? Everything I wanna know it all. I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Oh, want the good and the bad, everything in between. Oh, that'll cure my curiosity. Oh yeah, I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Yeah. And I'm gonna love you.
And that's time. That's time there for Al Parker and Pink Pumpkin, side by Pink Panther out of Pep and Catalina. Chantel McGrath, I hope you're up next. You're up next. Please be at the gate. Melissa Percival as well. Indiana Palmer at number 5. Please be ready.
He couldn't change. He tried his best to play it cool, but in the 7th
We'll wait for some numbers to come through there for Al Parker and Pink Pumpkin. They move down to number 3, Chantel McGrath on One Farlina.
been the friend that Billy never knew. I think it's time we come together, you and I can make a change. Maybe we can make a difference, make the world a better place. Look for
Numbers coming through there for Al Parker and Pink Pumpkin, a 63.5 for the raining pattern and a 67 for the cow work. So a 63.5 and a 67 there for Al Parker riding Pink Pumpkin. That brings us down to number 3 on the list, Chantel McGrath riding One Farlina, side by One Rome Pepto out of Warlina Oak. Will be our next competitor. We'll go down to number 4, Melissa Percival riding Karula Echo. Number 5, Indiana Palmer riding Total Picture Perfect. Please be ready.
make the world a better place. Look around and love somebody.
That's time there for Chantel McGrath and One Farlina, side by One Rome Peptos out of Wallina Oak. So we'll have some numbers come through there in just a moment for Chantel McGrath and move on down to number 4, Melissa Percival riding Karula Echo, side by Gecko. Numbers coming through now for Chantel McGrath and One Farlina, side by One Rome Peptos out of Wallina Oak. A 60.5 for the rating pattern and a 68 for the cow work. Melissa Percival, third and final call. Your run is up on Karula Echo, Melissa Percival. And if you're out the back, your run is up. And one more call. Melissa Percival, Karula Echo. Correction, we just witnessed Melissa Percival run with Karula Echo. My apologies. So a 60.5 for Melissa and a 68. And we go down to number 5 on the list. Indiana Palmer we're about to watch. Total Picture Perfect. Riding Pilvale. Side by Pilvale Mistro out of Total Inferno.
Friends, but it just makes me miss you more. I spent all my money drinking on my own, yeah. In this bar, just sat here staring at my phone, and I keep second guessing where did I go wrong. I know I'm proud, but I've had one too many. Come take me home. So now I'm the one that's crying. I didn't want to call once say we were done in a Baton Rouge college bar. It kinda came out of nowhere, man, I took that one pretty hard. I had another one in another town, and I spent a whole lot of nights missing her. Till it all went black, she stopped texting back, and I finally got the picture. So here's to the almost, so close, it's over out of the blues. Here's to the hey, I think we need to talk, and it ain't me.
That's time there for Indiana Palmer riding Total Picture Perfect. So by Peelvale Maestro out of Tocal Inferno. So we'll get us numbers come through there in just a moment there for Indiana Palmer. And move on down to number 6. Aaron Jennings riding Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Couldn't help my mama loved her more than me. Into all those July crushes turning into September leavings. Goodbyes that didn't feel good back then. It happened for a real good reason. Here's to the almost, so close, it's over out of the blues. Here's to the hey, I think we need to talk, and it ain't me, it's you. And here's to the tears and beers and wasted years on the weeds that look like daisies. I wouldn't be sitting here next to you if it weren't for the almost maybe. If not for the almost maybe.
Numbers coming through now for Indiana Palmer riding Total Picture Perfect. A 60 for the Raining Pattern and a 66 for the Cow Work. Now we head down to number 6 on our list now, folks. We go with Aaron Jennings riding Mr. Steal Your Girl, side by Lady Smoky Dude out of Miss Tiger Lily.
It's over out of the blues. Here's to the hey, I think we need to talk, and it ain't me, it's you. So here's to the tears and beers and wasted years on the weeds that look like daisies. I wouldn't be sitting here next to you if it weren't for the almost maybes. Not for the almost maybes. Going down round these pickup trucks. Yes, cold cans and Dixie cups. Just out here doing what we've always done. Long live all the small towners, sun up to sundowners, that old school Haggard and Hay. Long live long neck bottles and wide open throttles and old dirt roads with no name. Long live them country girls, long legs and cut up jeans. Long live this way of life, long live nights like these. Long live, long live, long live, long live nights like these. Long live the Walmart parking lot, turn into the midnight party spot. Long live hard work when it pays off, and living it up on your days off. Long live all the small towners, sun up to sundowners, that old school Haggard and Hay. Long live long neck bottles and wide open throttles and old dirt roads with no name. Long live them country girls, long legs and cut up jeans. Long live this way of life, long live nights like these. Long live, long live, long live, long live nights like these. Long live them glory days, all them that 40 days, all them pass it round, pass it down story days. Long live all the small towners, sun up to sundowners, that old school Haggard was no daddy's dream, was not your mama's prayer, but I was your first and your last ticket out of there. I caught your wings on fire when I smoked my Bronco tires out of that town. I'm good at rolling dice, no good at standing still. You like the thought of chasing life instead of dollar bills. We're living reckless, nothing to catch us, baby, but the ground. This ain't for everybody, toes hanging off the ledge, like we got nothing to lose. Ain't always heaven, baby, this living on the edge.
And that's time there for Aaron Jennings and Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I paint with my old Gibson, you paint your purple sky. This town's a canvas, baby, let's paint it red.
Numbers coming through now for Aaron Jennings with Mr. Steal Your Girl. A 60 for the Raining Pattern and a 60 for the Cowwork. We move on down to number 7 on our list now. We go with Rowena Ranger and Bell. Number 8 will be Jazz Everett. Number 9, Brenton Murphy. Number 10, Grace Schneider. Number 11, Julie Andrews. Number 12, Georgia Moran. Number 13, Sherry Tabbitt. Before we drag around the arena. That's our first 13 will be done, and then we will drag around the arena and then move on with Heath Andrews at number 14.
One star at a time, one fell out of the sky. You had your eyes closed, you were wishing on them. I was thinking about your lips, girl, and kissing on them. We were sitting in the light of the moon, I was watching it shine on you. Funny how time flies with a good girl on a good night. We were down to 1 a.m. listening to one more song, thinking I want more than just one night out here with you alone. Down to that last cold one in the back of that two-tone halftone. My heart was telling me that one more kiss and I'd be done. Down to one, hand in mine, down to one beautiful smile. I was done with the girl I want, straight falling in love right there that night. Down to one. Said we'd leave in one more minute. One passed by, but we didn't. Cause you were looking like a dream I've been dreaming. I was thinking about anything but leaving. Still feel that touch. You were in my arms, soaking up that young love. Never been that far. Down to 1 a.m. listening to one more song, thinking I want more than just one night out here with you alone. Down to that last cold one in the back of that two-tone halftone. My heart was telling me that one more kiss and I'd be done. Down to one, hand Down to that last cold one in the back of that two-tone half-tone. My heart was telling me that one more kiss and I'd be done. Down to one, hand in mine. Down to one, beautiful smile. I was done with the girl I want. Straight falling in love right there that night. Down to one. Down to one. I was saying stay with me. I'll be everything you need. Down to one. Down to one.
You're all alone at a party. You wanna dance with somebody, but you ain't got a clue how to ask. You and your girl had a fight, and now she's saying goodbye. She ran upstairs and packed her bags. It could be raining on your perfect vacation. You could be stressed about your work situation. Ain't gotta listen to me, but all I'm saying, ain't nothing that a beer can't fix. Ain't no pain it can't wash away. From the moment that it hits your lips.
That's time there for Rowena Ranger and Bell. So we'll have a score come through in just a moment and move on down to number 8 on our list. Jazz Everett riding Chisholm's Little Freckle.
Over from the night before. Turn that frown into a smile real quick. There ain't nothing that a beer can't fix. You're on a lake and you're fishing. It's hot and all that you're getting is a little nibble here and there. You're sitting watching your team losing that championship ring, and you're feeling like life ain't fair. It could be raining on your perfect vacation. You could be stressed about your work situation. Ain't nothing that a beer can't fix. Ain't no pain it can't wash away. From the moment that it hits your lips, makes those clouds look a little less gray. Oh, you could be lost.
Numbers coming through now for Rowena Ranger and Bell. A 60 for the Reigning Pattern and a 61 for the Cowwork. We'll move on down to number 8 on our list now, folks. We go with Jazz Everett riding Chisholm's Little Freckle. Side by R.S. Chisholm out of Jazzy Little Freckle.
It could be raining on your perfect vacation. You could be stressed about your work situation. Ain't gotta save it for no special occasion. Ain't nothing that a beer can't fix. Ain't no pain it can't wash away. No, from the moment that it hits your lips, makes those clouds look a little less gray. Oh, you could be lonely, heartbroken, or hungover from the night before. Turn that frown into a smile real quick. It might take one or it might take 6. Drink it down, it'll do the trick. Ain't nothing that a beer can't fix.
We used to chase that Chattanooga freight. Couple of kids in a Chevrolet. Catch a little air when we cross the tracks. Sipping on song from a paper sack. You hang your shirt on that maple lamp, slipping through the moon to the river bend. Wasn't very long, I was jumping in. I guess I'm still doing now what I was doing then. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, burning, going down. Chasing you like those goodbye taillights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me, I only see in my review. Till I'm laying here tonight, holding someone new. Still chasing you, still chasing you. You always used to talk about LA. I heard you got as far as Santa Fe. Well, you know I tried to track you down. I only got as far as Guitar Town. Singing about a girl I used to know, that I haven't given up. I'm just on your radio, chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, burning, going down. Chasing you like those goodbye taillights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me.
That's time there for Jazz Everett and Chisholm's Little Freckle. Side by R.S. Chisholm out of Jazzy Little Freckle. So we'll have some numbers come through there in a moment's time and move on down to number 9 on our list. Brenton Murphy riding One More Dolly. Side by No More One More out of Doc's Little Honeybee.
Chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, burning, going down. Chasing you.
Numbers coming through now there for Jazz Everett and Chisholm's Little Freckle. A 66.5 for the Raining Pattern and a 70 for the Cowwork. So 66.5 and a 70. It's going to be good enough for the league position so far, unofficially, of course. So we move on down to number 9 on our list. Brenton Murphy riding One More Dolly, side by No More One More out of Doc's Little Honeybee.
She walks a velvet rope on hooks. She snaps her fingers and a drink comes. She locks you down with just one look. She's got this whole club undone. If she's on a rebound, you ain't gonna know it. Coming off a heartbreak, she ain't gonna show it. She's ice caught, red dot locked on me, yeah. She wants my hands on her body. She wants to burn like she's made of fire. Said she ain't going home till we drink every drop of Kentucky Dry. Don't even know what she'll do when she does it. Palm of her hand, I'm hers in a blink of an eye. She don't take no, and I love. She gets what she wants, and I get to me what she wants tonight. And I get to be what she wants tonight. I get to catch all her secrets. Sequins bouncing off flashing lights. If she wants it, then we'll leave it. Getting me home, park the truck, cut the tires. I get to be where she goes when she's lonely. The last store of the night she's closing. Oh, I know she could have anything, but she wants my hands on her body. She wants to burn like she's made of fire. Said she ain't going home till we drink every drop of Kentucky Dry. Don't even know what she'll do when
Been flying solo for so long. Nobody singing the harmony. Up there just me and my shadow. No bass, no guitar, no tambourine. And I found you like a melody. And you were singing in the same key as me. We had them dancing in the streets. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a rolling stone alone.
And that's time. That's time there for Brenton Murphy and One More Dolly. Side by One More No More. Have a Doc's Little Honeybee.
You carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotel rooms.
We'll have some numbers come through there in a moment for Brenton Murphy and move on down to number 10 on our list. Gray Schneider riding Oklahoma Girl.
I wanna run down your wild dreams, and I wanna chase every high with you.
Numbers coming through now for Brenton Murphy. A 60 for the Raining Pattern and a 60 for the Cow Work. We move on down to number 10 on our list now, folks. We go with Gray Schneider and Oklahoma Girl, side by R.S. Chisholm out of Kitty Comanche.
We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotel rooms. Baby, take my hand, 'cause I don't wanna be a one-man band.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. Heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven and this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle, and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. drink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they're gathered for their feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just
Well, that's time. That's time there for Gray Schneider and Oklahoma Girl, side by R.S. Chisholm and a Kitty Comanche. So we'll have some numbers come through there in a moment for Grace and move on down to number 11 on our list, Julie Andrews riding Oreos, OSH Kosh. Numbers coming through now for Grace Schneider and Oklahoma Girl. A 68 for the Reigning Baton and a 70 for the Cowwork. So a 68 and a 70. We move on down to Julie Andrews riding Oreos, OSH Kosh.
You keep me wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. I was caught up in your orbit, spinning like a bullet. I was wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. Then I shot back down to earth. I can call you right now, I've been drinking, and I know that I say what I'm thinking. My whole life I was drawn to the deep end. I'm really sinking. Why do I tell myself that I do the best I can? I know damn well that you couldn't give a damn. 10 big cuties to think I'm the man. But if you come around, I'll be eating out your hand. Keep me wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. I was caught up in your orbit, spinning like a bullet. I was wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. Then I shot back down to earth. I keep wondering who's the one replacing me. Take me back to yesterday when I was wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. Then we shot back down to earth. When we met, you ain't know I was a singer. You weren't impressed by all that ice on my fingers. I had your mom and daddy's house on my pinky. If I didn't know what it'd be like now, I wouldn't be
So we'll get a cow in.
look in the mirror, I don't see myself. Being with me has gotta be like hell. So tell the devil I'ma be right down. You keep me wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. I was caught up in your orbit, spinning like a bullet. I was wrapped around
And that's time. That's time there for Julie Andrews and Oreos OSH Kosh. So we'll get some numbers come through in just a moment and move on down to number 12 on our list. Georgia Moran riding Famous Casino Lights, side by Seconds to Fame out of SR Chexy Ray. Numbers coming through for Julie Andrews and Oreos OSH Kosh. 60 for the Raining Pattern and a 60 for the Cowwork. We move on down now to Georgia Moran riding Famous Casino Lights, side by Seconds to Fame out of SR Chexy Ray.
Down in the holler, old boy's feeling like a dog on a collar, keeping that chain pulled tight, waiting on Saturday night. Put on the wanna smell good, put on Skinner. Head into town like a NASCAR winner. Cruising back and forth to the
Well, it's time, and a big thank you there to Georgia Moran and Famous Casino Lights, side by Seconds to Fame. Go to SR Chexy Ray. So we'll have some numbers come through in just a moment there for Georgia and move on down to our final competitor here in the first half of the A Mega Cad Rookie Boxing. It'll be Sherry Tabbett riding Unknown and Gold, side by Smart Spin and Acres out of Ashcat, Unknown Splash.
Smile back. Hey baby, what's your name? Burn a little rubber when the red lights change.
Numbers coming through now for Georgia Moran and Famous Casino Lights. 66.5 for the reigning pattern and a 69 for the Cowwork. So a 66.5 and a 69 there for Georgia Moran and Famous Casino Lights. Move on down now to Sherry Tabbett riding Unknown and Gold, side by Smart Spin and Acres out of Ashcat, Unknown Splash. We will drag around the arena, the completion of Sherry's run, and go on with Heath Andrews and Glenn Lee Moses Mercury.
Too tall, could've used a few pounds. Tight pants points, hauling renown. She was a black-haired beauty with big dark eyes and points all her own, sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy. Out in the back seat of my 60 Chevy, working on mysteries without any clues, working on our night moves, trying to make some front page driving news, working on our night moves in the summertime. Sweet summertime. some pie in the sky summit. We were just young and restless and bored, living by the sword.
And that's time there for Sherry Tabbit and Unknown and Gold, side by Smart Spinning Acres out of Ashcat, Unknown Splash. So we'll have some numbers come through there in just a moment there for Sherry. And we will drag around the arena and come back with number 14, Heath Andrews riding Glenlee Moses Mercury. Numbers coming through now for Sherry Tabbit and Unknown Gold. A 60 for the Reigning Pattern and a 60 for the Cowwer. So a 60 and a 60 there for Sherry Tabbit and Unknown and Gold. So we will.
Don't just look for a new shed. Look for quality, robust design backed by a 25-year structural guarantee. Look for genuine value and easy customised solutions. Look for Total Span.
Total Span.
Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Here in Texas, we know what it means to be a cowboy. That's why each of our hats pass through over 200 hard-working hands in this detailed process. And our values and traditions don't have a price. You're wearing the most iconic American symbol there is. When you put on a cowboy hat, it represents respect, freedom, strength, and courage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are set and ready to go once again with the final half of the Omega Cat Rookie Boxing. Yeah, brought to you by Omega Cat. Heath Andrews at number 14, we're about to witness aboard Glenlee Moses Mercury.
I'm glad to see the stop sign didn't hit you, bring you back to your senses. Oh, it waved you gone goodbye. Yeah, it waved you gone goodbye. I heard you found yourself a brand new man, put a rock on your finger and he vowed you a second chance. Built a house right by the coast. That ocean view is beautiful, but baby, I just want you to know he don't know you like I did. Money talks, but I ain't buying. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. One second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. Seen your mama walking out the county market and I stopped to ask her how she's been. Said she's missing you and tried to go convincing you not to settle down with him. She ain't wrong, the whole town knows that you had a bed of roses, but girl, you couldn't walk that line. You can act like you do it fine. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. One second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. One second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. You don't wanna fall in love. You don't wanna fall in love. Heard you moved out to South Carolina just like you always said we would.
Well, that's time, and a big thank you to Heath Andrews and Glenlee Moses Mercury. So we'll have a score come through in just a moment and move on down to Darren Wicks riding Whiskey Cat.
No
Was coming through now there for Heath Andrews and Glenlee Moses Mercury. A 60 for the Raining Pattern, a 65 for the Cow Work. Brings us on down to Darren Wicks riding Whiskey Cat at number 15. Number 16, Oliver Elson. And swipe right. Number 17, Jane Kennedy. Number 18, Indiana Ralph. Number 19, Nicole Palmer. Number 20, Audrey Haywood. Number 21's out. And right now we watch Darren Wicks riding Whiskey Cat.
You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. 5 days on the freeway, riding shotgun with you. Two hearts in the fast lane, we had big dreams in blue. Playing sweet child of mine, and I still feel that line. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long ago, my love. Where did we go wrong? Too late to turn around. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. Hey, it's been too long. Some days I can feel it, but the feeling ain't all blue. You got me believing one day you gotta come through. Lost in these city lights, 'cause I can't sleep tonight. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long ago, my love. Where did we go wrong? Too late to turn around. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head.
That's time. That is time there for Darren Wicks and Whiskey Cat. So we'll have some numbers come through in just a moment and move on to number 16 on our list, Oliver Elson, riding Swipe Right. Numbers coming through now there for Darren Wicks and Whiskey Cat. A 60 for the reigning pattern. A 66.5 for the cow work. We move on down to Oliver Elson now, folks, with Swipe Right, side by Heavy Metal, out of Acres and Susie.
So just dance for me.
Have a cow come in.
I just came down from Chippewa, had a station wagon and $100, thinking about the girl I'd lost a year before. I hadn't seen her for some time, thought I might go on by when your memory came flooding in and you closed that door. Wish I was a freight train, baby, wish I was a diesel locomotive. I'd come whistling down your track, crashing in your door. Wish I was a freight train, baby, wish I didn't have a heart. You need a shovel for the coal.
That's time. That's time there for Oliver Elson and Swipe Right, side by Heavy Metal, out of Acres and Susie. That'll bring us down to number 17, Jaden Kennedy next. Number 18 will be Indiana Ralph. Number 19, Nicole Palmer. Number 20, Audrey Haywood. Number 21's out. Number 22, Rachel Goff. Number 23, Abby Ashford. So we'll have some numbers come through there for Oliver and Swipe Right in just a moment and move on down to number 17, Jane Kennedy. Followed by number 18, Indiana Ralph, and number 19, Nicole Palmer.
Crashing in your door, wish I was a freight train, baby. Wish I didn't have a heart. You need a shovel for the cold just to get me started. Wish I was a freight train, baby. Wish I was a freight train, baby. Wish I was a freight train.
Numbers coming through now there for Oliver Elson and Swipe Right, a 63 for the Reigning Pattern and a 71 for the Cowwork. 63 and a 71 there for Oliver Elson riding Swipe Right. We watch Jane Kennedy now aboard Ashcat Unknown Request. Side by Destination Unknown out of Pedals Request.
Some switchman would come out of the fog and change my track. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a diesel locomotive. I'd come whistling down your track, crashing in your door. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish I didn't have a heart. You need a shovel for the coal just to get me started. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a freight train. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a diesel locomotive. I'd come whistling down your track, crashing in your door. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish I didn't have a heart. You need a shovel for the coal just to get me started. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a freight train, baby. Wish it was a freight train.
Southern Alabama with the guitars jamming, that's where we're headed. Straight up to Butte in Montana, singing, Lord, I was born a rambling man. California to Oregon, even New York City got one or two hillbillies ready to hit the road. It's a brother and a sister kind of thing. Raise up your hands if you all wanna hang with me and my gang. We live to ride, we ride to live. Me and my gang. Jump on that train, grab hold of them reins. We're gonna rock this thing, cock this thing. Me and my gang. Yeah, yeah, me and my gang. We got hippies, gypsies, freaks, and geeks, high class women and Daisy Duke denim, banging on gongs and singing our songs. Dude named Bill Rod jamming on an iPod. Beer and bonfires, wide open throttle, course in a bottle. It's all for one and one for all, y'all. It's a brother and a sister.
And that's time. That's time there for Jane Kennedy in Ashcat Unknown Request, side by Destination Unknown out of Pedals Request. So we'll have some numbers come through in just a moment there for Jane in Ashcat Unknown Request. Move on down to number 18 on our list. Indiana Ralph riding Jazzy Little Checks. At number 19 will be Nicole Palmer riding STH 10 Diamonds. Number 20, Audrey Haywood riding Sapphire and Diamonds. Number 21's out. 22 will be Rachel Goff riding Miss Arizona. 23, Abby Ashford riding Splash Cat. Numbers coming through now there for Jane Kennedy and Ashcat, unknown request. 63.5 for the reigning pattern and a 68 for the cowwork. So 63.5 and a 68 there for Jane Kennedy and Ashcat, unknown request. Move on down now to number 18 on our list, folks. We go with Indiana Ralph riding Jazzy Little Chexer, side by Jazzy Little Spin out of Checkout Chick.
Can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later gotta cut you down, sooner or later gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of angels sweet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later gotta cut you down, sooner or later gotta cut you down. Well, you may throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later gotta cut you down, sooner or later gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut you down, tell him that God's gonna cut you down, tell him that God's gonna cut you down.
Tell me how to live my life. Who are you to tell me if it's black or white? Mama, can you hear me try to understand?
That's time there for Indiana Ralph and Jazzy Little Chexer, side by Jazzy Little Spin out of Checkout Chick. We'll have some numbers come through there for Indiana in a moment, then move on down to number 19, Nicole Palmer riding FCH 10 Diamonds. We'll go down to Audrey Haywood riding Bet He's a Blue Boon. At number 20, number 21's out. Number 22, Rachel Goff riding Miss Arizona. Number 23, Abby Ashford riding Splash Cat. Number 24, Shannon Booth riding Panthers Destiny. Number 25, Rebecca Locke riding Smooth Timing. Number 26, Isabella Blow riding One Little Rock Star. And 27 to wrap up the Maggie Cat rookie boxing will be Vanessa Johnston riding Bingley Banks. Well, Indiana's going to be happy with this score. A 70.5 for the rating pattern and a 70 for the cow work. There for Indiana Ralph and Jazzy Little Chaxa. We move on down to number 19 on our list. We go with Nicole Palmer riding SCH 10 Diamonds. Side by 10 colours out of Oaks and Diamonds.
Started up a band. Sister put a sign on the roof. Daddy bought a case of 90 proof. Now we call it the Cadillac Ranch. They're parking cars in the old pea patch. There's a bar in the barn and the place stays packed till the cows come home at Cadillac Ranch. Now the only thing that we raise is cane. You don't need the sun or rain. Just neon lights and some ice cold beer keeps everything green around here. Mama takes the cash at the door. Brother and me keep them out on the floor. Sister sets them up at the bar. Daddy kicks back with a big cigar. Now we call it the Cadillac Ranch. They're parking cars in the old pea patch. There's a bar in the barn and the place stays packed till the cows come home at Cadillac Ranch. Well, we gave all the cows away, and now the only horns around
And that's time there for Nicole Palmer and STH 10 Diamonds, side by 10 colours out of Oaks and Diamonds. We'll move on down to number 20, Audrey Hayward riding Bet He's a Blue Boon. And move on down to 22. 21 is out. 22 will be Rachel Goff riding Miss Arizona. 23, Abby Ashford riding Splashed Cat. 24, Shannon Booth riding Panthers Destiny. Numbers coming through now for Nicole Palmer and SCH 10 Diamonds. A 60 for the reigning pattern and a 68 for the cow work. So a 60 and a 68 there for Nicole Palmer. So we move on down to number 20 on our list now, folks. We go with Audrey Hayward riding Bet He's a Blue Boon. Side by Once in a Blue Boon out of Emeroo, Just Cussin'.
This old highway's getting longer. It seems there ain't no end in sight. Sleep would be best, but I just can't afford the rest. I got a ride in Denver tomorrow night. I called the house, but no one answered. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept the woman holding on this long. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no waste left in the hole. I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Competition's getting younger, tougher broncs, you know I can't recall. A worn out tape of Chris Ledoux, lonely women and bad booze. They seem to be the only friends I've left at all. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no waste left in the hole. I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old.
School
song they're playing. Do you wanna dance, baby? I'm just saying. Everybody knows it's gonna be one of those. I can drink to that all night. That's the stuff I like.
That's time, and a big thank you there to Audrey Haywood and Bet He's a Blue Boon. So I buy once in a Blue Boon out of Emerald, just custom. We'll have some numbers come through there for Audrey in just a moment. And move on down to number 22. Number 21 is out, so 22 will be Rachel Goff riding Miss Arizona. Numbers coming through there for Audrey Haywood and Bet He's a Blue Boon. A 67 for the rating pattern and a 72.5 for the cow work. So a 67 and a 72.5 there for Audrey Haywood and Bet He's a Blue Boon. That brings us down to number 22 on the list now, folks. We are going to go with Miss Arizona and Rachel Goff.
It's a cowboy town. Someday when I die and my soul is called home, high on a white horse I'll ride up on. At that golden chute will stand old St. Pete. He'll tell in cowboy town. You can buy you a brand new truck, comb it all out, jack it way up. You can
That's time. That's time there for Rachel Goff and Miss Arizona. So we'll have the numbers come through there in a moment for Rachel and Miss Arizona. Move on down to number 23 on our list, Abby Ashford riding Splashed Cat. Number 24 will be Shannon Booth, 25, Rebecca Locke, 26, Isabella Blow, and 27 to wrap up the A Mega Cat Rookie Boxing will be Vanessa Johnston. We will have the presentations of the A Mega Cat Rookie Boxing at the completion of this event as well.
You can buy a boat and a shiny set of skis, have some fun in the sun, float around in the breeze.
Numbers coming through now there for Rachel Goff and Miss Arizona. A 63.5 for the reining work and a 68.5 for the cow work. So a 63.5 and a 68.5 there for Rachel Goff and Miss Arizona. Now we watch competitor number 23 on our list, Abby Ashford riding Splashed Cat, side by Racketeer Cat out of KP Girls Night Out.
Some hugging and some kissing. If your world's got something missing, just put a girl in it. You can write you a country song. The DJ won't put it on. They won't dance or sing along till you put a girl in it. You ain't got nothing. What's it all worth without a little loving? Put a girl in it. Some hugging and some kissing. If your world's got something missing, just put a girl in it. If you're riding in your truck, put a girl in it. If you're gonna have a party, put a girl in it. If you wanna live the good life, better put a girl in it. Hey! You boys ever met a real country girl? Talking true blue, out in the woods, down home, country. She's a hot little number in her pickup truck. Daddy sweet money done jacked it up. She's a party all-nighter from South Carolina, a bad mama jammer from down in Alabama. She's a raging Cajun lunatic from Brunswick, juicy Georgia peach with a thick southern drawl, sexy swinging wall. Brother, she's all country. She, from a cowboy moods to her down home roots, she's country. From the song she plays to the prayer she
dripping honey from the holler in Kentucky. Get you flipping kind of trippy like a Mississippi hippie. She's a Kansas princess, crazy mother trucker, undercover lover, thick southern drawl, sexy swinging walk. Brother, she's all country. From her cowboy boots to her down home roots, she's country. From the song she plays to the prayer she prays, that's the way she was born and raised. She ain't afraid to stay country. Nothing but country.
That's time there for Abby Ashford and Splash Cat, side by Racketeer Cat out of KP Girls Night Out.
Brother, she's country. From her cowboy boots to her down home roots, nothing but country. Yeah, she's country.
Numbers coming through now for number 23, Abby Ashford and Splash Cat. A 67.5 for the reigning pattern and a 60 for the cow work. So a 67.5 and a 60 for the cow work there for Abby Ashford and Splash Cat. Move on down now to number 24 on our list, Shannon Booth, riding Panther's Destiny, side by Pink Panther out of Stormy Destiny.
It's all about the country. From the backwoods, she's a homegrown, down to the bone, she's country.
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar a double round of Crown, and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. 'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Well, I don't give a dang about nothing. I'm singing and bling blinging while the girls are drinking. Long necks down, and I wouldn't trade old Leroy or my Chevrolet for your Escalade or your freak parade. I'm the only John Wayne left in this town. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Well, I'm a thoroughbred, that's what she said in the back of my truck bed as I was getting buzzed on suds out on some backcountry road. We were flying high, fine as wine, having ourselves a big and rich time, and I was going just about as far as she'd let me go. But her evaluation of my cowboy reputation had me begging for salvation all night long. So I took her out gigging frogs, introduced her to my old bird dog, and sang her every Willie Nelson song I can think of, and we made love. Then I saddled up my horse and I
city. I make a lot of noise, cause the girls, they all so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. What? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Something about a truck in a farmer's field, a no trespass sign, and time to kill. Nobody's gonna get hurt.
And that's time. That's time there for Shannon Booth and Panther's Destiny. Side by Pink Panther out of Stormy Destiny. So we'll have some numbers come through there for Shannon and Panther's Destiny in just a moment and move on down. Number 25 on our list, Rebecca Locke riding Smooth Timing. Number 26 will be Isabella Blow riding One Little Rock Star, and 27 to wrap it up will be Vanessa Johnston riding Bingley Banks.
Something about beer, sitting on ice. Then something about a girl in a red sundress with an ice cold beer pressed against her lips. In that farmer's field will make a boy miss. Something about a girl in a red sundress.
Numbers coming through now for Shannon Booth and Panther's Destiny. A 65 for the Raining Pattern and a 68 for the Cowwork. So 65 and a 68 there for Shannon Booth and Panther's Destiny. As we watch number 25 on our list, Rebecca Locke riding Smooth Timing, side by Smooth as a Cat, out of This Girl Has Time.
Something about a creek around 2 a.m. After a few of those beers, you wanna dive on in. You don't need no clothes, so just hang 'em on a limb. There's something about a creek around 2 a.m. And there's something about a truck in a field and a girl in a red sundress with an ice cold beer to her lips, begging for another kiss. And there's something about you and me and the birds and the bees, and Lord have mercy, it's a beautiful thing. Ain't nothing about it, look. There's something about a truck. Ain't nothing about it, look. There's something about a truck. Mama always said I was born on the wild side. One foot in the flames and the other trying to walk the line. Can't say I never saw it coming, I can see the warning signs. Mama always said I was born on the wild side. I guess mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, breathing good, Lord lifts me higher, singing, oh
standing at a crossroads with a pen in his hand and a long list of lost souls. They say flips a corn forge that the fools go. There's a man in a black coat standing at a crossroads. I hope he lets me pass by. When I close my eyes, I'm gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, breathing good Lord lifts me higher, singing oh when they call me on, singing oh when they call me on. I'm gonna ride the lightning, ride the lightning, ride the lightning.
And that's time. And a big thank you there to Rebecca Locke and Smooth Timing, side by Smooth as a Cat. Out of This Girl Has Time. We'll get some numbers come through in just a moment and move on down to number 26 on our list. Isabella Blow riding One Little Rock Star.
Breathing good Lord lifts me higher, singing oh when they call me on, singing oh when they call me on. I'm gonna ride the lightning.
Numbers coming through now for Rebecca Locke and Smooth Timing, side by Smooth as a Cat. Out of This Girl Has Time. A 60 for the Raining Pattern and a 70 for the Cowwork. So a 60 and a 70 there for Rebecca Locke and Smooth Timing. So we move on down to number 26 on our list, folks. We go with Isabella Blow riding One Little Rock Star, side by Instant Jules, out of Check Out Chick.
Gonna put the world away for a minute, pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine gonna wash my blues away. Had sweet love, but I lost it. She got too close, so I fought it. Now I'm lost in the world, trying to find me a better way. Wishing I was deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise.
Wrote a note, said be back in a minute. Bought a boat and I sailed off in it. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. Mind on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. Wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away.
'Cause now I'm knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. This champagne shore washing over me.
It's a sweet, sweet life, living by the salty sea.
One day you could be as lost as me.
Change your geography, maybe you might be.
Knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Come on in, the water's nice. Find yourself a little slice. Grab a backpack and lunch. You never know until you try. When you lose yourself,
You find the key to paradise.
big truck. Gonna open up the doors and turn it up. Gonna stomp my boots in the Georgia mud. Gonna watch you make me fall in love. Get up on the hood of my daddy's tractor. Up on the toolbox, it don't matter. Down on the tailgate, girl, I can't wait.
And that's time there for Isabella Blow and One Little Rock Star. So we'll have some numbers come through there for Isabella in a moment and move on down to our final competitor here in the A Mega Card Rookie Boxing, which will be Vanessa Johnston riding Bingley Banks. Numbers coming through now for Isabella Blow and One Little Rock Star. A 62 for the reigning pattern and a 67 for the Cowwork. So 62 and a 67 there for Isabella Blow and One Little Rock Star. That brings us down to our final competitor now here in the A Mega Card Rookie Boxing. Vanessa Johnston and Bingley Banks, side by Tellawell Double Image out of One More Checks. We'll have all the competitors back into the pen for presentations after the completion of Vanessa Johnston and Bingley Banks.
Six lanes, tail lights, red ants marching into the night. They disappear to the left and right again. Another supper from a sack, a 99-cent heart attack. I got a pounding head and an aching back, and the camel's buried in a big straw stack. I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watching my corn pop up in rows. Every night be tucked in close to you. Raise our kids where the good Lord's blessed. Point our rocking chairs towards the west. And plant our dreams where the peaceful river flows. Where the green grass grows. Map dot, a stop sign on a black top. I caught the first bus I could hop from there. this glitter is getting dark. There's concrete growing in the city park. I don't know who my neighbors are, and there's bars on the corners and bars on my heart. But I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watch my corn pop up in rows, every night be tucked in close to you. Raise our kids where the good Lord's blessed, point our rocking chairs towards the west, plant our dreams where the peaceful river flows, where the green grass grows. I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watch my corn pop up in rows, every night be tucked in close to you. Raise our kids where the good Lord's blessed, point our rocking chairs towards the west, and plant our dreams where the peaceful river flows. Whoa, where the green grass.
And that's time there for Vanessa Johnston and Bingley Banks. Side by Tallawell, double image out of one more checks. So we'll have some numbers come through there for Vanessa and Bingley Banks in just a moment. And then we'll finalise those scores. Could please have all rookie competitors in the Omega Cat Rookie Boxing please make their way back into the arena for presentations. All competitors, please make your way back into the arena for presentations there for the Omega Cat Rookie Boxing.
Don't just look for a new shed. Look for quality, robust design, backed by a 25-year structural guarantee. Look for genuine value and easy customised solutions. Look for Total Span.
Total Span.
Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Be stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Here in Texas, we know what it means to be a cowboy. That's why each of our hats pass through over 200 hard-working hands in this detailed process. And our values and traditions don't have a price. You're wearing the most iconic American symbol there is. When you put on a cowboy hat, it represents respect, freedom, strength, and courage.
I got to Oklahoma, I was 17. My papa taught me how to work, and Lord, he was mean. Working all day in that August heat, and he taught me how to fish. My uncle taught me how to drink. Well, I went to California and I had me a band, and we played in all the bars in all the southern lands. We played all night and we drank for free, all of my boys and me. Now I'm 23 and there ain't nobody who can drink like me. Soon I'll be 24 and the Lord knows that I can't drink no more. I know I should have taken it slow. It's not the way that my life goes. Now I know. When you're passed out on the floor, you're sober by 24. Well, I had a girl who loved me the whole damn time, and I drink my whiskey and she drink wine. Soon my bottle was too much to company. Yeah, we'd sit on the river and we'd fish all day, and we'd drive across the country, let the radio play. 7 damn years I never thought she'd leave.
Right, it looks like we can get underway with the Omega Card rookie boxing presentations. And coming in equal sixth position, it's Kelly Sheen and King George, and Oliver Elson with Swipe Right, both with a 134.
About 24. Simple as my mama said when I was very young. She told me not to worry, son, one day you'll be someone. Here I am at 21, loaded as a
All right, coming in at fifth position, marking a 135.5, is Georgia Moran and Famous Casino Lights. Coming in at fourth position, marking a 136.5, is Jazz Everett and Chisholm's Little Freckle.
Driving way too fast, and the interstate's jammed with gunners like me, afraid of coming in last. But somewhere in the race we run, we're coming undone when days go by. I can feel it flying like a hand out the window in the wind. The cars go by, yeah, it's all we've been given, so you better start living right now, 'cause days go by.
Coming in at third position, marking a 138, is Grace Schneider and Oklahoma Girl.
Watch the world flash by. Headlights, taillights running through a river of neon signs. But somewhere in the rush I felt we're losing ourselves and days go by. I can feel them flying like a hand out the window in the wind. The cars go by, yeah, it's all we've been given, so you better start living right now. Days go by. Oh, yeah, the days
Coming in at second position, marking a 139.5, is Audrey Haywood and Emerald Bet He's a Blue Boon.
We think about tomorrow, then it slips away. Oh, yes, it does. We talk about forever, but we've only got today. And the days go by, I can feel them flying like a hand out the window as the cars go by. It's all we've been given, so you better start living. You better start living. Better start living right now. As days go by.
Well, there's a testament to Johnson's natural formula anyway. And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, marking a 140.5, is Indiana Ralph and Jazzy Little Chexa.
She blew through the door like TNT. Put her hand on her.
That wraps up the presentations, ladies and gentlemen, for the A Mega Cat Rookie Boxing. Once again, a big thank you to our naming sponsor, A Mega Cat. Let's give all of our rookie competitors a round of applause as they make their way out of the arena, ladies and gentlemen.
Shed. Look for quality, robust design, backed by a 25-year structural guarantee. Look for genuine value and easy customised solutions. Look for Total Span.
Total Span.
Cinch allows you to focus on your goals so you can accomplish your dreams. Reach your potential. Be driven by your passion. Inspire others. Show up when it counts. Be stronger than your excuses. Cinch is a way of life.
Here in Texas, we know what it means to be a cowboy. That's why each of our hats pass through over 200 hard-working hands in this detailed process. And our values and traditions don't have a price. You're wearing the most iconic American symbol there is. When you put on a cowboy hat, it represents respect, freedom, strength, and courage.